Mother's pregnancy. Zegan swam around in the little pocket of water that encased her. "Wake up, sleepyhead," she said to her brother Wonder. "You're always sleeping."
"What else should I do? There's nowhere else to go,"
he said, yawning and stretching. "Be careful," Zegan cried as her twin brother's foot went in her mouth. "Ugh, that's gross," Wonder chuckled. "We have 4 more months to go," Zegan continued, moving about merrily. "Isn't that wonderful? I wonder what I will look like, or what Mom looks like. Do you think I'll look like her or Dad?"
"I can't believe I have to listen to you for another 4 whole months,"
Wonder said, wiggling about.
"Please, somebody let me out."
Then they heard it, a soft, gentle whisper from far away. "It's Mom!" Zegan cried. "I wonder what she's saying. Do you think she's talking to us or someone else? I can't tell because it's so far away."
"Well, if you would quiet down, we both could hear,"
Wonder said. "Hello, my sweet babies," the voice said. "How are you doing in there? You're both so lovely this morning." "Hey, Mom, it's Zegan. I'm the one who's always kicking. Wonder mostly sleeps."
"That's because I'm really tired from all your moving around,"
Wonder replied. "I'm about to have breakfast now, so I need you both to settle down a bit," their mother continued. "It's food time," Zegan squealed with delight. Wonder perked up. Was it going to be his favorite Ghanaian meal of kenki and fried fish? Yes, it was. Yippee! It came swishing down their umbilical cord like a bumblebee in haste. Yummy!
"I wonder what our food string is called,"
Wonder asked when they were finished eating. "Hey, Mom," Zegan said, kicking the sides of her mom's tummy over and over again. "What's this food string thingy called?" Suddenly, their little sack of water began to bubble up and rock and twist and shake. What was going on?
Barf!
Zegan's kicks were bringing up all her mom's breakfast from her tummy.
Barf! "You did it again, Zegan," said Wonder. "You made Mom cause the bubble bath."
"Whee!" Zegan said happily, swimming around. "Don't you just like the bubble baths?" Later that day, Wonder didn't eat or speak. He looked terribly ill.
"I don't feel so good, Zegan,"
he said softly. "What's the matter?" she asked.
"I don't know,"
Wonder replied. Then they felt their mother's gentle rub. "Mom is giving us a rub, Wonder," said Zegan. Wonder smiled. He really needed that. But as the days went on, something dreadful happened. Wonder stopped eating and talking, and he barely moved. He even started looking pale and thin. "Wonder," Zegan said tearfully, "what's wrong?"
"I don't feel so well today, Zegan,"
Wonder said. Then a faint sound crept through the silence and into the darkness of their little sack. It was their mother, singing to them. "My precious boy and precious girl, you both will soon be in this world. I know it's hard and scary too, but I'll be strong for both of you. Do not give up, just hold on tight. Fight my babies with all your might. I know that one of you is sick, but please get better very quick. I'll be right here, I will not go, because your mommy loves you so."
"It's so beautiful,"
Wonder said weakly.
"Isn't it?"
Zegan was crying her eyes out. "It's simply amazing," she replied, and Wonder began to feel better. He even started swimming around again, and for the first time in hours, he ate and ate and ate. His mother's voice gave him the strength he needed to pull through. The next day, the twins played together for quite some time in their little sack of water. They were very active and very happy. Then they could hear their mother's voice coming from the distance. "Hello, my beautiful babies. You're playing around, aren't you? I can feel you kicking and moving, and it makes me relieved to know that you are both doing well," she said.
"Hey, Mom," said Wonder. "What's for dinner today?"
"Can we get fried chicken? We'd really like that," Deegan said.
"Oh, and ice cream too. We definitely want some ice cream,"
said Wonder. Soon they were eating just what they asked for. It was delicious.
"Well, I'm feeling pretty sleepy now,"
said Wonder, yawning. "Me too," Deegan said. So off to bed they went. Wonder woke up early the next morning. He felt sick to his stomach.
"Deegan,"
he whispered, but no reply came.
"Deegan,"
he said again, but she didn't answer. She just laid there with her eyes barely open.
"Deegan, are you okay?"
he asked.
"No, Wonder,"
she whispered. The twins looked at each other and held hands. They were beginning to get weaker and weaker as the hours crawled along. Then, days passed, and Deegan and Wonder stopped moving altogether. In the distance, they could hear their mother sobbing uncontrollably.
"I'm sorry, Thelma, but there is nothing more that we can do now,"
said the doctor.
"My precious, precious babies," she wept. "You can make it. You have to. I'm not giving up on you, so don't give up on Mommy."
Then she began to sing for them again.
"I'll keep you safe and keep you warm, and someday hold you in my arms. You've turned my sadness into joy, my baby girl and baby boy. But listen to Mom closely now. You have to make it through somehow. I know it's hard, but please pull through. Your Mommy is counting on you. I really want you both to know I'll never, ever let you go."
Wonder and Deegan listened to their mother's voice. It was so soothing to their ears. Right then, they decided in their little hearts that they would have to see her face, no matter what.
"The world is big and wonderful," their mother continued, "and I want you both to see it. We live on an enormous farm that you both would really enjoy. It's got lots of animals, orchards and fruits of all kinds, beautiful flowers, and wide open spaces to run about and play."
For a while, neither of the twins moved, but soon they could feel their strength returning.
"I'm here, Mom,"
Wonder said with a faint kick. Thelma felt her stomach move.
"Me too,"
Deegan said, pushing her hands against the little sack of water. Thelma felt her stomach move again. She was so overjoyed she squealed with delight.
"My precious babies," she said, rubbing her tummy. "You are still here."
And as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the twins began to prepare to see the world beyond their comfortable little space.
"What do you think a farm is?"
Wonder asked Deegan one day. "Probably it's like our arm, but it's far, far away, so it's called a farm," she replied.
"I think you're right,"
Wonder said. "What do you think an animal is?" Deegan asked.
"Animal is probably any mall you go to for fun," Wonder said. "Mom loves the mall."
"You know what? I think you're really smart, Wonder," Deegan said. Then one day, it finally happened. The time had come for them to enter the world, just like their mommy had said. Yippee! I'm so excited I could scream, Zegan cried. I'm kind of nervous, Wonder said. What if the outside is not as comfortable as in here? Zegan thought about it long and hard. Now, she no longer wanted to go out first anymore. You go first instead, she said to Wonder. But you wanted to go first, he replied. Why the sudden change now? Because I'm scared, said Zegan, and you're much braver than I am. So they started turning around to exchange places, when suddenly they heard their mother scream. Whatever was the matter? Then she screamed again. Wonder and Zegan became very afraid. What on earth was going on out there? Neither of them wanted to be the first to go out. They kept moving about and switching places until finally they got stuck. Wonder's feet were under Zegan's arm, and her foot was in his face. You've got to stop moving, Wonder cried as Zegan wiggled about trying to free herself. She most definitely wouldn't be going out first. After a while, they managed to untie themselves with Wonder first in line. Look, do you see that? He asked, squinting. A tiny light had started to shine into the darkness, but Zegan was behind, so she couldn't see. It's very bright. Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Wonder yelled as he moved further and further away from his sister. Wonder, no! Please don't leave me! Zegan shouted, reaching out to grab her brother's leg, but he was gone in a moment. The sudden brightness then shone in her eyes, causing her to panic. What was this? Where had Wonder gone? What were those voices? Why was Mom screaming? Why was Wonder crying? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. She had better remain in her little sack of water, because the outside world sounded positively dreadful. But something kept pulling her out. No, I want to stay, she wailed. Let me go. It was no use. Soon she was on the big, brilliant outside. She could see Wonder lying on someone. Was that Mom? Yes, it was. We did it, Zegan, Wonder said as she lay beside him on their mother's chest. They both looked up at her as she looked down at them, weeping for joy, and felt a peace they'd never felt before. They didn't miss their little water sack one little bit. Then their mother sang for them. 10 little fingers, 10 little toes, 2 bright eyes, 1 button nose, sweet little smiles to warm my heart, my precious babies right from the start. Cute little girl and cute little boy, Wonder and Zegan, my world, my joy. You made it through, now here you are, my miracles, my superstars. I am blessed to have you both indeed. You make my life feel so complete. And as you grow and grow and grow, there's just one thing you both should know. I loved you then, I love you still. No matter what, I always will. And Zegan and Wonder gazed into their mother's eyes and smiled. Without her strength, they wouldn't have made it. Her love and courage pulled them through when they felt like giving up. Thank you, Mom, for the 9 months you carried us, they whispered, and snuggled up in her arms and fell asleep. All was right with the world with Mommy holding them close. The author, Oolman-Bakah's note. To all the mothers who might be going through a difficult pregnancy, know that you're not alone. You're carrying a precious gift. Stay courageous. Your unborn child is depending on you.